Welcome back, everyone, to another RNG operations video. Here today, we have Abu back once again. As you saw in the standings there, he is 1-1 against me so far in this series, and he has challenged us once more. He has chosen Ladoga. He is playing as the Allies, specifically the UK. And with Abu, my good buddy here, he does like to throw me the worst challenges possible. Probably best for him, worst for me. And we are playing early war. We did get Germany. And we are the offensive doctrine, which, as you can see with Abu and my banter here, probably one of the worst. I mean, I don't know. Early war in 1v1, I don't know much about it, but offensive infantry is so expensive here. Like, I've got one squad and I can't even get another one out, which is terrible. So we've got one recon squad out. I did also call in a flamer, so that's part of the issue, but as we saw in the last video against Grimjob, Grim pulled out an early flamer and took down my buildings pretty early on this map. So I'm trying to do the same reverse to Abu. He's got a squad pushing my home point. He's got something capping his, and he is contesting the center now. I'm going to burn down this first building. We are playing on Abu's host, which is why he is asking if it is slightly lagging. He's European. So we've got a little bit of desync, a little bit of lag, but nothing too terrible. Nothing bad. And we are able to set both of these buildings on fire, which is fantastic. Obviously, we're playing in the night, and that nighttime flamethrower, man. Oh, so beautiful. I love the look of that. But yeah, we can get another recon squad here. I can play one of those Japanese story games. Possibly. Abu's completely cleared off my home point. And we finally get the Panzerschütze squad out. I am going to pull back one of the recon guys to my home point. And I did get a couple singles as well, which is partially why my MP was so low. So, I mean, partially my own doing for not being able to get a squad out early, but, I mean, hey. Abu's one to push the flanks, obviously, and push your spawn. He's a very good, decent player at that rate, so I did not want to give him any openings. As we can see, a full squad come out of the fog of war on that southeast point from the map. So we had a full squad capping his home point, which is good, because, I mean, that's the Brits' power in early war, those cheap, smaller squads, but you can spam out. If I remember correctly, I've only played like a couple as the British in early war. I think you can get like 2 to 3 squads right off the rip for 70 MP, depending on the doctrine. So the Panzerschütze squad, we'd set out this way. We did split them off because he was kind of pushing out this far side, trying to get these guys and deal with these guys if I can here. He's pretty much completely cleared us off of the center and pushed us pretty far back. It's gotten to the point where I'm kind of just spamming single buys. So a single rifle grenade, rifle grenadier, couple MP40 infantry, a MG42 or MG34 team technically for early war, not MG42. Looks like we've cleared off most of these guys, although we are taking casualties left and right here. But now I've got to try to push Abu back and resecure the center. So he's done a great job at kind of pressing the advantage with my lack of infantry here. These offensive Germans and it being so expensive. Thinking about saving up for a half track. It's probably not the best buy considering I need to spam infantry, but you never know. I think a mobile MG34 might do me some good out on this field. Well, we're very close to first here, so we're gonna have very limited time with this. We gotta be very careful. Got a couple MP40s spreading out now. So most of our squad is rifles, with it being early war. The more MP40s we can probably get out, the better. Although, our guys are just dropping like flies. Tier 1 is here. Get a little Call of Duty action. Gun this guy down. It's only -1 in the center, so we might be able to flip this easily if we can get some more inf out. I do pull in a Panzer II. So let's see, no F version Panzer II in this doctrine. So no idea what doctrine he is, what he's going to be calling in. But I felt like the Panzer II was a decent buy to try to hopefully use the HE to clear out this infantry in the hills here. Oh, this light tank. We are too far up. Yep. One shot kills the gunner and the driver. There's a cruiser. Is that Mark 2, Mark 3? So paper thin armor, but that gun might have range on the Panzer II. So I'm going to actually pull it back as he clears us fully out. Call in a recon off-flyer squad to go out to the far left. We're going to pull up another rifle grenadier team. A couple single rifles and MP40s out this way. Is it MP40 or MP38 in the early war? That's a good question. Should probably be more cognizant of what that actually is. They might be MP40s. Could be the 38 variant though. We're gonna keep. Yeah, I knew it. 38. Look at that. We are gonna keep the Panzer II over by our home point just to kind of ward off any push by Abu. We do have to be careful because of that cruiser though. The recon guys are running into Abu's kind of advanced home guard here, we'll call it. Defending the approaches to his point, which is very smart of Abu. Got those guys out far enough and not sitting on the home point. Once you take your points, you want to push further out. Staying on the home point will just let your opponent kind of get the advantage. And Abu is not letting us do that in this one. Though we are slowly whittling these guys down, but he's got them spread out everywhere. We are just dropping like flies. Lower tier, lower health squad being our first one. We'll sneak this guy into the point, and we'll go back to calling in some singles. Another rifle grenadier team. We got 3 out on the field now. Might want to get an early officer here. Calling another MG team as well. Panzer II is warding off the infantry. Yeah, I don't know. If we can save up for a second tier squad, like I'd love to do that, but I just don't have the infantry numbers right now, so I'm trying to supplement with these single buys in the meantime and just trying to play my time. It's got a couple guys out that way. We're gonna have to get some, and he's pushing up here as well now. Ugh. Gonna have to get some more guys out onto that right, and I don't like how close Abu's getting on this side as well. Gotta gun this guy down through the wood if we can. We are able to. Very nice. I think we need to get an officer. I want to play for time. I think if we could somehow get to tier 3, we've got some options. My fear, if we remember back, Abu was our first opponent, and he did take Brits in the first one against us playing the Germans, but we had the all-around option with the French tanks. He had Matildas, and we were unable to pen the Matilda with the Char B1. We should have used heat, I think. Someone said that in the comments that was it the F1 has heat. So we got the F1. We also have the Stern Panzer 1. We've also got the STKFZ 8.8 centimeter that we can potentially use here as well. So we've got options to deal with his heavy armor this time around. We just got to get there. So we got to somehow dim this tide. So we're going to get the officer in. We've got a huge line across this map that we have to kind of deal with here. And I'm going to call in a second Panzer II to deal with this. I don't like the early tier 1 spams for DP call-ins personally, because usually there's better in tier 2 and 3. But we need to push Abu here back from the center point. We need to get into the center, and we need to just buy time. So I'm going to try to sneak the officer into the building, because this building does have a sliver of area that does actually give cap for the Axis team, or whatever side we're on, if we're playing on sides, technically. The 2nd Panzer II is moving down the main street to hopefully deal with these guys, or at least keep their heads down so I can try to bum rush this officer. And there's no way Abu doesn't see this. I'm sure he does. I was going to put him by the window, but I'm afraid of nades or Abu running up there. So we'll actually get him up on the stairs, which is still in the cap zone. And then we will pull in some Gross Deutschland. For our first 10:31 in the game, our first 2nd tier squad. Vet 5. So hopefully those guys will be able to fill in our ranks, as we have yet again lost a lot of our infantry with the single buys. We're going to pull this Panzer II kind of back towards the center. I was trying to see if I could pull the commander out of the hatch, but we're not able to, unfortunately. I wanted that extra vision. We're going to pull in another MG detachment, and we'll make sure that these guys are kind of set up in slightly advantageous positions. Although I do want to try to get them into the point to prevent anyone from potentially taking down this building. Definitely have to be wary of a flamethrower and TNT, and I'm sure Abu knows I've got an officer in this building. There's no way he doesn't. Looks like he just tried to nade the window. Actually, he did nade the window as well. So he's clearing the areas that he thinks I'm in, which is smart. Very smart. Losing a lot of these Gross Deutschland, which is unfortunate. Looks like the cruiser is also moving around, but I'm busy microing here. Probably going for this Panzer II. Do have an AT rifle here. I'll try to move up. It bounces in the dirt, though. And with 2 Panzer IIs out, I feel like we can slightly be aggressive here. 3 minutes to tier 3. Well, tier 2, technically. Where we will get... What do we get? Panzer 3? Panzer 3... Also an A gun, I think, on the back of the truck. Yeah, Panzer 3. That might be the buy. Otherwise, it's Panzer Pioneers, which I don't think is going to really do us any good. We did lose eyes, unfortunately, on the cruiser. Oh, there he is. Looks like we are engaging. Slight bit of desync there. Ooh, we're penning. Get 1 kill. These things are paper thin armor, but they just outrange us. Hey, there we go. All right. Woo, cook him off with both. So he's cooked off, which is fantastic. We'll pull in some Panzer Pioneer. Ooh, looks like he's got a Boyd AT rifle right up there, which could technically take us out, so I'm trying to desperately kill him. We have taken the center, so we are negating the bleed here. Ooh, not good. It's got another cruiser. I don't think we're going to be able to get back in time. Nope, turret broken. That's not good. We'll pull this one back. Yep, the hole broken there. Take some foxholes, get another AT detachment up. Try to get this one back this way. And spread some guys out that way as well for line of sight. Abu got really close. Ooh, we can see him. We're getting some hits on him. Oh, I think we're going to go down, though. We do have an AT rifle. Why are we not? Oh, he's behind the building, of course. Flamers rushing at him, which is stupid of us. We did lose that Panzer II as well. Did a nice shot there with the Panzerbuch. Panzerbuch. I believe I pronounced that. Panzerbuch. Get 2 of the crew on it. We're going to repair this Panzer II at the very least. And we are going to slowly advance on this left side of the street. If Abu's going to give us that ground, we might as well. Gotta get this other AT rifle up so that we can try to get 2 guys going on it. We've stabilized the center, thankfully. Trying to clear out that one side where the AT rifle was. Yet. Now we have to kind of deal with this bit of infantry. There's also, we did lose one of the guys there. And the cruiser's hitting Panzer II. We will call in another Panzerschütze squad. And we will bring in the Panzer IIIH. As we do lose that Panzer II. Goblin probably saw us repairing. This Bren carrier is going to be a bit of a problem. This guy doesn't have an AT nade. He's going to try to get a nade in the top since it is open top there. Maybe we are. So we just... Jesus, that thing's got real paper thin armor. We cleared out the Bren carrier just with the MG34. Looks like Abu might be pulling back. He might see us. See if we can get a lucky shot here with the Panzer III. Kill our Panzer II fully there. That's fantastic. He's still there. Looks like we thwarted another push by Abu, and we actually decrewed that cruiser. Sure, he's got something heavier coming out. If this might be the same doctrine we faced the first time. I actually don't recall. We've had a couple challengers enter the arena, obviously. Uh-oh. We do see the Matilda, so there it is. It is the same doctrine, I believe. Oh, and I heard it. Was a little late getting back here, but we did lose the lieutenant. Abu got wise. He threw I believe that would be a TNT or a satchel on the building to take out one of our officers. So that is a big blow. Losing an officer this early in the game. It bought us some time. Probably not enough though, because both the cruiser and the Matilda are up and hammering us. We're gonna call in another MG team and get them into this building. And we did call in another Panzer Pioneer squad to kind of assault the center. Abu has fully retaken it. We'll pull back the AT rifle at the very least to get that over onto the right. Considering that's where the majority of Abu's armor is. He's really taken advantage of those hills and pushed up pretty far. Our Panzerbuk does get the Bren carrier though. Abu did recruit, so that is good. That is good for us. One less armor piece. With our reinforcements coming in, Abu immediately pulls out of the point to get behind the wall, fearing our nades, which is good. So we are able to get in here slightly and start decapping this. We'll try to build some foxholes here on this side. We've kind of reestablished a decent position. Our guys just kind of drop like flies because we're prioritizing single buys over squads for the most part. And look at the amount of infantry Abu gets. Oh my god, there's so many. We have a flamer here. I try to go up to this guy. We got one. Gotta go prone. He's got another Bren carrier coming in this direction as well. And he's also got, what's that, 3 vehicles against the minimap on the hill overlooking our north point. Jesus, it's never ending. We'll move the Panzer III into the village. We'll set the cruiser and 2 Bren carriers. So that should be able to deal with it. We'll also bring up an AT rifle detachment. Got the other one right here as well. I just got infantry back into the center. I want to try to deal with that. We're pulling that Gross Deutschland guy that's playing around. And we moved over the Bren carrier, so I am going to move one of the Panzerbuks back over. Sounds like our Panzer III is engaging. I want to get these guys out. I need to buy time again. We still got 10 more minutes to go before we get to our heavier AT. It's got so many names. Jesus. If I can clear these 3-4 guys, we might be able to flip this. So I will need more infantry in this point for sure. Like the Matilda's moving over based on the mini-map. Missed that nade. Panzer 3 is going to work, though, taking out Cruiser and the Bren. At least one. Some desync. Uh-oh. Well, we're not in the worst position. We've got enough to get another Gross Deutschland squad. I don't know what I'm going to do about this Matilda. Oh, no, Abu. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm going to give this a day once it's up, and then I'm going to post a poll. You guys let me know if you think Abu did enough to secure that victory in that one, or if that should go as a draw and null. I think we were in a decent position to pull it back. We kind of nullified it. Obviously, here we are into the next game, as we did decide to run it back after that unfortunate loss of internet on Abu's end. Rolled the same map. It is not nighttime, though, this time. Still early war, and we actually got the Finns this time. Abu is the Brits again. And man, what a different start. It feels so good being able to call in 3 squads, although we do only have a scout squad coming out to our home point here. But I'm okay with that. He's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 guys coming at us compared to our 4. We'll split off a couple of these guys from this team. Maybe get them over there if we need to. Just kind of hold for now. We've got a full squad going into the midpoint where we do meet Abu's squad, which is much smaller than ours. But he's gunning us down here, unfortunately. And we've got a full squad pushing his home point as well. So we're able to actually match his infantry as the Finns. We were not able to with the Germans, especially the offensive doctrine. But we are able to kind of match him as the finish, which is nice. So there is fighting on all 3 points. We immediately get out another squad. And we're going to push his home point hard here and give him a taste of his own medicine. So we'll see if we can put pressure enough here to potentially take that, or at least just dwindle his numbers to where he's got to call in reinforcements to that point at the very least. Our home point is secured, and middle is a cap-decap game for both of us technically with the numbers that we have here, although we certainly have more than he does. He's lost quite a few, and we are getting reinforcements up as well. And we're going to dig our typical foxholes on this map on the front side of this little mini hill, kind of overlooking the point. We'll send a couple of the rifles kind of over this way to assist the scouts, which are dwindling. And looks like there might be just a single guy, 1 or 2 there. There's some guy over here. Yeah, this is nice having infantry, but now we've got to actually micro 3 different fronts effectively. But it also means Abu does as well. So the pressure's on for both of us to see who can micro this better. Abu's got a huge wave coming in the center. Not enough to flip us, though. I think a lot of these guys are actually behind. As this guy with the Swolmy just absolutely rinses a couple of these guys. A couple of them are behind the wall. We'll pull up a LMG squad detachment, I think that was. And we'll get an AT rifle detachment, which actually comes with 2 AT rifles, which is pretty nice. Because Abu do get a early light vehicle. I believe that is either a Bren carrier or what is it? Oh my god, I'm blanking. Oh, I hate myself. I don't recall what it is. Not enough MP for it at this rate, but it is a Bren carrier from what I saw. It's gonna come to me after obviously this recording, but whatever. Whatever the light British I guess it's like a truck. It's almost like an MRAP. Early version of an MRAP armored car. With the AT rifle, the boys AT in the turret, and the Bren gun in the turret. I have no idea. Wow. That's going to kill me that I don't remember that, what that is. I actually really like it. I like the look of it. It's very, very cool. But our push on his home point has dwindled. 2 guys left there. We have secured the center effectively with reinforcements coming in as well. And we are getting some nice nades on Abu's infantry on the other side of these walls. We did send reinforcements up towards his home point, although it is just a scout squad. But hey, I mean, 4 guys is better than nothing, right? 4 guys with rifles, why not? We've managed to take out the Ren carrier with the boys. We do hit tier 1. And we'll just try to make sure these guys... I want to try to get a guy up top if I can. But with tier 1, we are the irregular doctrine. I did not call that out initially. We have the KHT 130 flame. We also have, obviously, the elite sniper, which is usually my go-to with a regular. We do also have planes if we need them. But Abu says he can't keep up with all the imp, which is fantastic. So this is a lot better than what we had as the Germans. Abu's hope might be that we just get Germans every game instead of Finns if we play early war. Because we are able to match his infantry spam as the Brits. We did call in the... Hey, damn you, internet god. Yeah, I don't know. That first game could have gone either way. Could have gone either way. I think we were nullifying it personally, but obviously, I will leave that up to you guys. Abu and I discussed it after. We're going to put it to the vote. If you guys think Abu did enough in game 1 to warrant the victory, by all means, please vote it for him. I am okay with that. That will not, objectively hurt the series in any way. Abu was playing extremely well that game. Well, obviously, I think I was coming back, so we'll let you guys decide, the viewers here. So please do vote in the poll. I do greatly appreciate it. I actually will greatly appreciate it. But I digress. Enough yapping. Back to the game. Abu has replicated the same start with going for the cruiser. We do have 2 boys AT rifles, picking the side and the frontal armor of it. Got a ton of infantry up in the hills, but is not able to effectively push the home point yet. And we do have reinforcements coming to his B point. Some vet, maybe not vet, some Jaegers at the very least. Higher, better infantry for the most part. So these guys should very effectively be able to get in here and cap this. I'm trying to smoke out and spread them out. Abu does have a squad off to our right on the mini-map, but we are able to get in here, and a couple guys immediately flips his cap weight in our favor. So this is going to relieve pressure from one of the locations. There it is. What is that thing? That's what I'm talking about. That armor. What are you? Time this nade wall. Oh, why didn't it blow up? That should have done it, man. Morris CS9. There it is. Man, that's crazy how that did. That just bounced off the side. That's got to be RNG in Abu's favor. He's trying to help him out there, man. What the hell? RNG gods are supposed to favor me, not Abu. Ugh. The Morris tanks and AT. I think they're called satchel grenades. Anti-tank satchels, yeah. M132, M32 satchels from the Finns here. Tanks it off the side of the armor to not blow up. We do still have his home point, though, and the center. And I think we may have frozen Abu. I think Abu is struggling here to decide where to push, as our elite sniper will now move into position to get some side shots into the infantry that are positioned down the main road. We do have more veteran infantry coming in to the center to reinforce this position. The first cruiser did go down, I guess, to the AT rifles. Crazy. Missed that in the action over on the left. It's got more infantry coming up this way. But he does have another cruiser on that right. Oh my god, this guy's... Did we not do anything to him? Is he wearing body armor? Jesus, that guy just tanked. I mean, we just tanked a nade, but that guy tanked 20, 30 rounds of a Swolmy. That's nuts. Gotta be loud. Man, these Jaegers have crazy cap weight, considering 3 guys are able to ward off Abu's full squad there in terms of holding that point. Nuts. He was another one though. He's still not decapping. See if maybe we can get a nade off. And we will also throw a volley on the wood pile. Second one going as well. If we can burn those down, it's just going to get rid of future cover for him. Oh, guy got absolutely annihilated. Higher health. Should have done us in. Sorry, Abu. But we are quickly ticking up with all 3 points. Abu needs to make a push here, especially on his home point, at least to stem the tide. We did call in the KHT-30 to burn down his buildings, but he does call GG early here. So we do get the bounce back game. I don't think Abu could have done anything in the end of this one. So we call it out here. What a difference being able to call in full squads makes instead of just single buys. A very dominant victory for us to take game 2 here. And what do you know? Let's go on to game 3. Special video episode here. We do roll for a 3rd game. We are playing mid-war this time. And as you saw, I was slightly excited to see the Wolfram, I believe Wolfram 40s at this point, on that Swolmo. But we are playing Finns. Abu is the Soviets on Radar Hill. A lot of people don't like this map. A lot of people think, a lot of the guys that play competitive think it's unbalanced. I like it. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's unbalanced for both sides, technically, because of the way the hill is here. But there's opportunities to kind of push both home points effectively. So we will see what we can do. But same start as last game. Nothing really changes with the Finns here from early to mid-war. We've got 2 full squads rushing out to the center. We've got the scout squad capping our home point. We are going to send 3 of the guys up further to get early line of sight and just protect the approaches of the point from anyone that comes this way while it's being capped. Abu's squad has done some decent damage to our initial guys here, and he does have a secondary squad coming in on the left from his home point. So he is coming up on our flank. Going back to last game, I think Abu just needed to be a little more aggressive with his infantry play. I think he just sat back a little bit too much. I think if he could have pushed harder on his home point and secured that first and then maybe gone from my home point, that might have been the difference. I think once he wasn't able to really keep up with my infantry presence, I think he should have paused on attacking all 3 points, or, you know, splitting up his squads from all 3 points, secured his home point, and then pushed me back towards my spawn on that side, and then kind of attacked the center, and then start throwing in squads on towards my home point once he had it kind of secured, just to kind of dampen the bleeding in terms of my pick rate. But I digress. That was last match. This is this one. We've got a nice position in the center. We've been able to push up pretty far in these trenches on the right. We've got 2 MGs from both squads in the back behind that stone. casement. Just absolutely shredding his infantry as it pushes with those LMGs. He does have some guys over on the left. We're getting some nice nades in. Tried to get the molly on this guy. I tried to anticipate where he was moving. But he was a little further off. Oh, he does get... He gets gunned down into the stand-up, what I'll call is the T position in this game. For those of you that are aware of, like, Counter-Strike and Gary's mod and whatnot. T-pose. But we did get that reinforcement squad of vets into the center. Just as Abu makes another big push. He is smoking out. He's doing effective work there. But we've got a lot of infantry here. A lot of vet infantry. And as you can see, we do have a scout section as well going out onto the left. We are going to start our push going this way with them. And we did call in a regular squad as well to also push. Kind of at the same time as Abu is making another push this way. So it looks like his main approach, he's trying to split the center in two. It's not a bad tactic. Trying to put pressure from both sides. But he's kind of left this far left open. We're just able to kind of push real close to his home point now. He's making a push from the west, it looks like, based on the mini-map, where we only really have one or two guys hanging out. But both of us are throwing nails. It's a nice 18 nade there. But our Mosins are just absolutely shredding him. We'll pull up a heavy pioneer out onto the right. Abu's got a squad bum rushing this wall. Ooh, that guy gets gunned down as he's trying to make a push. The second guy goes. Is one point clear? One point might be clear. We're trying to make a push in. There's a guy there behind the wall. We are able to get in though. TP cap. Right at the tier 1 mark. Abu has a clear lane into our point though, if he's pushing hard through that back field on the far north side. And we're going to push up with the lack of infantry from Abu in the center. So we're going to occupy his side of the radar. Which is going to be really hard for him to push us out of potentially, unless he gets like some heavier equipment maybe. Trying to see if these guys, considering they're called pioneering, if they had AP mines. They do not. Some nades are going off here from the other side of the street, the other hedgerow. So I think Abu was trying to get some nades potentially where we may have been. Tried to get a molly off on the hedgerow. Did not get it off in time, but we did get a nice nade to get 3. Yeah, now we can see the lack of infantry in the center has now allowed us to take positions in his trenches and gun him down as he's coming up. He does have a Bren carrier, so he's got to be, I guess, Lend-Lease. Is there a Lend-Lease in mid-war for Soviets? There might be. Looks like he knows we're on this. It's an unfortunate friendly fire nade there to get 4 of his own guys. Super unfortunate. Thought the Bren carrier was closer. Doesn't look like it was based on that nade. If it's there, I want to get a volley on it, but it's way further back. Out of my range for now. He's got a huge push coming in the center. He's also pushed us kind of back off of his home point, but I think he's actually a bit overwhelmed with the micro maybe. Because he hasn't put someone in it to recap it. So we are just ticking up on a 2-0 lead right now. Well, it looks like on the mini-map he just noticed. So he does notice there, a little late. Precious seconds. He may have been able to nullify that by now if he had a guy in there from the get-go. But he is microing on 3 fronts, just like we are as well. So it's the same game as last time. With tier 1, we did call it a Panzer nest, and we're just going to plop this bad boy right here, looking through this trench opening, this hedgerow opening, where obviously he smoked out to make his push. So this is going to make it much harder for him. If we can get line of sight on these guys, this thing should shred them before they get close. Just got to make sure they don't keep smoking out like they are here. Ooh, he's also got a, what is that, T30, T40? I'm not good with the early Soviet light tanks. But he does have a light tank there. T40, there it is. T40 is shredding us. He's managed to get a guy up close, but unfortunately not able to kill anyone with the direct control there. As our couple single buys do come up, and the Panzernest does finish him off. I'm going to roll this bad boy back up. Get a little bit closer, fix the angle here. And just kind of spread out these two MGs. So 3 MGs watching this home point now. It's going to be tough. Abu has been able to make it back into the center. Although we do still have numbers here, unfortunately, on him. And we did call in a T26C of our own to potentially deal with this T40. Looks like that scout in the distance there did get the molly off on the carrier here. Oh, as he burns himself. Worthy sacrifice, man. I applaud you. Worthy sacrifice. Thank you. Thank you. T40 is going at us. I was got a couple guys spread out still by our home point. We are playing very defensive there. He does have another huge rush coming up. Might be able to get this T40 through the smoke if we're lucky. Ooh, God, tell me we can. Tell me we can. Ah, so close. Alright, we got the T26 coming up. We'll pull up another rifle squad, keep funneling in infantry. And it's an infantry game with support from our DP buys. Technically T26 was an MP buy, but Gates is an infantry-based game. Oftentimes you see a lot of focus around vehicles instead of infantry, when it really should be a focus around infantry with supportive vehicles. As our T26 absolutely I was gonna say takes out the T40, but it is not. He does have another Bren moving up though. That might be a slight mistake as that thing just go down. This T40 is over there. We just need to get line of sight on it. I want to finish it off. So it's still up. He is repairing it. That one goes straight through. Another one straight through. Come on. There we go. Finish him off. So he is hole broken. He's bailing. Another shot through. AP to the face to take out that crewman. Another one to set him on fire. T40 is down. Center is still in our control. Ooh, something's firing at us. No idea. Something in the distance. Oh, you're kidding me. Random shot into the fog of war. Let's take out, what is that? Is T20... Shit, T20, T28? Same tank. Own T26 can pen him. Absolutely crazy. Shot into the fog of war. One shot straight through to kill it. Oh my god. We're going to pull up an SDKFZ 10x4. To really apply the hate and the hurt here. Sorry, Abu. I don't hate you, man. I just hate playing early war. Although this is good. It's not terrible. Mid's a little better in my opinion. I love early war for the aesthetics. It's such a unique time period of the conflict, but man, it is not in Axis favor, and you always choose allies. and I understand why. Although Finns might be my bread and butter, man. Who knows? Who knows? The defensive doctrine might even be good. And I hate the defensive doctrine because obviously after that game against Chaos in this series. We do move up the 10x4. 2 centimeter. Oh, we're too far here to try to get some flag shots on the guys that just entered the home point. We are quickly ticking. Obviously not able to really get us out. Ooh, there's an AT rifle there who spins us right round, baby. Put some hate on these guys at his home point. Take out that cow. This cow cannot survive this match. How dare he live when all of his brethren are dying here. I'm not really able to micro that myself very well. Maybe he can get it as he's driving away. T26 is hammering Abu as he comes into the point, wherever his guys still may be. He does have another push coming this way. Está es buenas jugados. That it is. He does have a Stewart, so another tier 1 DP calling. Trying to get T26. He's got more infantry coming up in the second as well. We're going to sit this thing in this little cutout of the trench, maybe. Oh, please don't expose get moving from the hole. Trying to get hole down here as best as we can for this little rat tank. Commander there, trying to get the gun. We go through to get another crewman, do some damage, maybe engine. Another shot there. Look at that little rat cheese hole. Oh my god. Hit the rock wall. Straight through the hole to take it out. We're moving the 10x4 around as well to assist as needed with tier 2 here. He's probably got a... Man, I wouldn't even know. A lead, maybe? But he does hit us with the BG Buenas Jugados. Good game. That it was in our favor. It was preordained by the gods that Finns are OP. After the rough start, nighttime Ladoga, most expensive doctrine in early war, probably, I would assume. But that does move us overall to 8-2. Abu moves to 1-3. Like I said, please feel free to vote. Let us know. Let me know if you guys think Abu deserves to move to 2-3. I have no problem with giving him the extra win for game 1, where he did DC, and taking that L on our end to move to 8-3. I will post maybe a bit later the poll. I want just you guys to check that out. Check the video out here, obviously a little bit longer. So please do vote when you do see it. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I know Abu would appreciate it. Overall, couple good games here. I think Abu just a little overwhelmed, maybe. I don't know. You let me know, Abu. I know you're in the comments. How you were feeling, what you think went on in terms of game 2, game 3. Game 1, man. If you didn't DC, that could have certainly been a very clutch victory for you through and through. But I don't know. I think I was getting ready, obviously, with that Panzer III to go head-to-head with your Matilda. But who knows? Who knows what would have actually happened? Could have been game after that anyway if I lost the Panzer III. You never know. But I hope you guys do enjoy this one. We will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, as always.